Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Raja Janaranjana 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 Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Jaya Shri
गुरु गंध गिरिधारी राघवेंद्र जी की जय। प्रभुपाद की जय। श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। श्री चैतन्य महाप्रभु सपार्षद बिंद विशेष भावे श्री अद्वैत आचार्य प्रभु की जय। श्री अद्वैत आचार्य प्रभु शुभाविर्भाव तिथि अपीयरेंस डे महामहोत्सव की जय। श्री अद्वैत आचार्य प्रभु की जय। समवेत वैष्णव बिंद की जय। जय गौर प्रमानंद। हरि हरि बोल। All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manovistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahayam Dadati Shapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Juta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanitam Tam Sajivam Sadhaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitansya Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Vancha Kalpataruvescha Kripa Sindhubhayeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Sirupasi Sanatana Bhatta Raghunatha Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha Mahavishnu Jagat Karta Mayaya Jasridhattada Tashavataram Evayam Advaitam Acharya Ishwaram. Namo Sankarsana Karanatayasai Garbhadasai Payabdisai Sheshascha Jasam Sakala Sanitananda Khiram Saranam Mamastu. Namo Mahavadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratishe Namah. Panchatatmatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktaksham Namami Bhakta Saktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanto Radha Kantaram Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishavanusute Devi Namami Haripriya Vrindaye Tulasi Devaya Priyaye Keshavascha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Sarvadvaya Namo Namah. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Wow. You got two garments today. Yeah. Can you get the board? Hare Krishna. Thank you for all coming. Are you going to get the board? Okay. So in the beginning, I like to thank Kalyapani Prabhu and Mother Harinam to have a very nice dialogue on Advaita Acharyas. And Mother Harinam did very nice, and I appreciate, I really do. This dialogue kind of appealing to me more, like a play. Because Srila Prabhupada has a fascination about play, drama. It affects people more. Just like she mentioned, Prabhupada mentioned, that he played in the role of who? Advaita Acharya. Some people paid attention in the morning, that's good. So after the play is over, then Prabhupada was looking at the audience. You're supposed to give a clap if it is a nice harikatha or play, right? But there was no clap. Why? Who remembers? Don't say what it is. You're not supposed to. Because every audience was crying. What was the cry? Why they were crying? Huh?
Because of you.
This is the nature of Gauranga Prema. This is Advaita Acharya. So in the beginning, we like to say, why Advaita Acharya need Lord Chaitanya to come? He is Mahavishnu himself. Can't he deliver the world? Yes, no?
Can he? Yes.
He
Deliver
can.
the world? Yes.
So why do Lord Chaitanya has to come?
Oh, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Lord Advaita Acharya,
Advaita, sorry.
being a part of Mahavishnu, part of Sadasiva, why need to invite Lord Chaitanya?
Same reason that that Hanuman didn't kill what's his name? Ravana, because that's Ram's business. So it's Lord Chaitanya's business to deliver the world.
Something more. You are right in one sense, but you have to fill up the complete the sentence.
I only know a little bit.
In third chapter, Chaitanya Chaitamrita is very nicely explained. Ama bina anna nare braja prema dite juga dharma pravartino hai juga dharma pravartino hai juga dharma pravartino nama sankirtane ama bina anna nare braja prema dite. It is not possible for any personality, even though it is one, all the personalities are one, that is true. But at the same time, we must understand why Srila Prabhupada translated or all our acharyas, you can just wipe it out, that why they have explained so many incarnation and manifestation. You don't have to say incarnation or manifestation, right? You don't have to say Keshava Drita. Narava. You don't have to say. You can say Keshava is here. Nishingadevi is Keshava or not? But it says Keshava has assumed the form of Nishinga. Krishna has come in the form of Ram. Why not Krishna is Ram? Yes and no. So this is...
Each avatar has some Vaishishta.
This is, thank you. This is very important. So, we must understand that Swayam Bhagavan, I'm going to give you exact number where you can read further. Srila Prabhupada give it very nice. It's in the 4th canto, 1st chapter, 15. Srila Prabhupada writes, all the electric bulb in Alachua are connected with the electric power or not? Mm-hmm. Everybody sure? Yes. Or has a doubt? Maybe her house is not connected, right? All are connected. Good. So you agree.
Yes,
good.
Solar panels.
But when you see the street light, they have a maybe 500 watts. These are 120 watts. You put 500 watts, what happened?
It burns, exploded.
Too much for it.
So, when we say Vishnu Tattva, means by himself, of himself, for himself. means is connected. Self-effulgence means is connected with powerhouse, Krishna house. We should always remember Krishna is like a ocean, everybody together. Krishna is like a ocean, not by himself. When the waves comes, ocean color is generally bluish, greenish. When the waves comes, it manifests in the color of white. That is Srimati Radhika. Ocean has no activity if Srimati Radhika is not there. He is Atmaram. When you see Srimati Radhika means waves, lot of things going on. But where this sort of Shakti, Srimati Radhika is coming from? Where the waves coming from?
The
Ocean. Srimati Radhika does not have a separate existence. We should be very careful. Always in Krishna's heart. But Krishna gives separate existence apparently just to intensify his more lila. When Krishna is asking, desiring something, that does not mean he is lacking of something. I am hungry, I need food. Am I lacking or not? Yes. But Krishna is not lacking of anything. We should always be aware the Atmaramata of Bhagavan is 100% Bhagavan is complete. 100% Krishna is completely satisfied all the time. That 100% Bhagavan, because Srimati Radhika is nourishing within. This is inconceivable. This Atmaramata is not less. We should never think like this. But overwhelming of Atmaramata, that his existence is also Sambit potency. Sambit potency resides in the heart of the Lord. What causes Lord to desire? Because his feelings. What he desired, the overwhelmness of ecstatic, when he is overflooded, that time he desired. Just like Prabhupada even mentioned, where this intimacy idea comes. Even Lord himself desired. When he sat down under the tree, in Padma Purana explains, then he desired to have so beautiful, loving personality, embodiment of condensed form of bliss, wants to embrace himself. But who he embraced? There's nobody else. Immediately from his left side, Srimati Radhika appears. So he could embrace to himself. Srimati Radhika is non-difference from him. But she is the totality of his Shakti. Shakti and Shaktiman, there is no difference. So in that sense, so since that time, this Pararamata begins. From his right side, after Srimati Radhika appears, Srimati Radhika's beautiful passion, and by any means to please that personality, these two things called Raga and Dhavati, these two things became such a intense, even Lord himself was overwhelmed. Wow! I wanted to embrace myself, now manifested my Ladini potency, and she has so much love, so intense, so much passion that is glowing all around her, and so much golden effulgence coming, that Lord was sitting under this Betoshi tree and he's seeing this. Wow, my potency is so powerful, so beautiful. And he saw from far, she is so attractive. So I am self-satisfied, but yet I am so attracted. As Lord is feeling towards her, then effulgence coming out from him. What effulgence? Yes, Sringar Rati, intimacy Rati, Paramao Rati. It's glowing. Prabhupada writes Krishna's body always glowing. Am I right? In English? Mm-hmm. Glowing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Glowing means it's like you don't know what it is. Wow, like this. This is what Krishna's body. So this glowing bluish effulgence is pervading and mixing with this golden effulgence. When these two mixes, the bhava, vinimay, exchange of bhava, beginning of creation, beginning of spiritual existence, that time the Sandini potency manifested her way to give this accommodating the pleasure grooves called Kunja, Nikunja, Nibriti Kunja, then Vrindavan forest. At that time, from the right side of the Lord, Balaramji appeared, who took this potency Sandini and made it very, very elaborate arrangement. The hill, mountain, rivers, everything started blooming, ecstasy to serve this divine couple. Lord was so happy. That time, after this Kunja, everything is beautifully made. From his right side, Sadashiv appeared. Sadashiv is the origin of Advaita Acharya. Sadashiv appeared at that time. So when the Sadashiv appeared, that time Lord Balaramji, for the pleasure of the Lord, he started expanding. So you make a little small chart, Swayam Bhagavan, Radha Krishna, and then Balaramji, Mahasankarsam, Sankarsam, like this. And you come, Mahavishnu, stop there and then we'll go. So it's a small chart but very essential to know. Mother Harinam also touched this morning very nicely that Advaita Acharya is Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, both. How? This is everybody together. All the spiritual Satchidananda Bari are constitutionally made and main ingredients is bhava, feelings for the Lord. This is the main ingredients. Every moment in Golok Vrindavan, Sanatana Goswami Pad writes, the moment a girl is thinking, I want my Prabhu to understand what we are going through. She is thinking and the flower is blooming. Where is this flower coming from? Is the mood. This is how Krishna's name is Madhava. Madhava means spring season. Vrindavan is always spring. So everywhere, everything is decorated. Why? By the feeling. The feelings itself takes the form. That's how Vrindavan is decorated.
That's the meaning of bhava is a couple of meanings, right? It means to appear, to manifest, like bhava tume, and also feeling, right? So is this...
Bhava tume is different.
Yeah.
Bhava tume means you be manifest. You can say it's similar, not exactly. But thank you. That's good. Thinking, very good. So then, when Mahavishnu comes, in the Mahavishnu form, I want you to divide Mahavishnu form into two. Can you make? Sita Thakurani ki jai. One is Karandasai Vishnu, one is Sadasiva. Then Karandasai Vishnu, you put Nimitta Karan, efficient cause. This ontological Siddhanta must be understood because this Siddhanta actually transform into Prem. If no Siddhanta, only hearing the pastime, won't work. It's like a Krishna Lila, Mahaprabhu's Lila is like a water flowing in a river. But river means you have a two bank, two side, two banks. One bank is Siddhanta, another side is Rasa. And Lila is flowing in the middle. This is how we Gauriya understand. That's why we do not accept Sahajiya's misconception. They are very expert on pastimes. That's all they do. As per purification, there is nothing. So without Siddhanta, they will do, and it won't work. So one side is Karandasai Vishnu Nimitta Karan. Another is Sadasiva Upadan Karan. Upadan means ingredient cause. And then you bring like this, you bring two and put instrumental cause. Then you write down Maya Prakriti. Both personality has a shadow potency. Mahavishnu's wife name is Rama Devi. Her shadow potency is Maya Devi. And through Maya Devi, Karandasai Vishnu glances over this material nature, causes agitation where Pradhan means unknown material world, including us and 24 elements, is in a deep sleep, now going to be manifesting. So Maya Devi has a two now. Through Maya, two manifesting two things. One is Nimitta Karan, an efficient cause. Now what did you write, Nimitta Karan? Through Maya, now she is he is manifesting through her. So you write down there that under the two, can you put that one also into two? Yes. Yeah. Vidya and Avidya. Vidya and Avidya, those who are Jnani and Yogi, they take shelter of Vidya. Do we need to take shelter of Vidya? Everybody say yes. Yes. Okay, so the process is when we take pure Guru and we start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First thing Bhakti Yoga does, it destroys the Avidya has a 5 layer of ignorance. You put a 5 layer, it destroys the Rajagun and Tamagun of Avidya. First thing, we are not yet out of Maya, but it is required the bhakti gradually progress from Avidya to Vidya. But Vidya is like a in middle part of the spiritual world and material world. You can see it, but you cannot go there. Vidya is the biggest asset for the Mayavadis, Jnanis and Yogis too. Vidya means clarity, illumination, peaceful also, material peaceful. Because after Vidya, you will be more disturbed of serving, apparently, but it is not actually disturbed. Those who are devotee, like Prabhupada, busy always. Is he peaceful? 100% peaceful. But he is above peaceful. Why? Because he is always constantly thinking how to please the Lord. So this is more than Vidya. So then first we should remember the first thing in our process, those who already transcended, now you will be relating this, it goes from Avidya to Vidya. Vidya when you come, then you feel peaceful. You are devotee, you are peaceful, you are chanting, you like it, you feel very happy. But then you do higher sadhu sangha, then you really feel little bit like apparently. I said apparently means other will see, not you. You feel very happy. That time you are feeling like a little disturbed. Like you want to chant, you want to make people more chant, you want to serve the Lord, you are like busy. Somebody will say, he's not peaceful. Yes, he is very peaceful. So peaceful, but he now transcending that stage where he feel urges to please the Lord. Oh, if my Gurudev says, my Prabhupada says, if I distribute books, if I chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, if I do this, it will please him. That time he is so desperate to please his Guru and Krishna. This apparently looks like disturbed, but it is not disturbed. It is necessary. It is very peaceful inside, but externally others may not see. You follow? That is come to that Vidya stage. After Vidya, then you go to Suddha Sattva. But this is outside Mayas. Now the other side, you come where the Upadan Karan in 24 elements. Maya will manifest the other side. The 24 elements, Pradhan to Mahatattva.
I have a question.
Yes, Prabhu.
A little science, maybe it's too scientific. But vidya and avidya, to me, it appears like polarity, like positive, negative. Could you say that they are not independent of each other? Do they have dependence on each other? Vidya and avidya?
No.
No.
Vidya actually, like I give you an example. If in a room, if there is a snake and there is a mouse, how tension it is for the mouse.
How is what?
How worried. What is the position of the mice?
Danger.
Danger. But in the meantime, a big mongoose, mongoose?
Yeah.
Mongoose just arrived in the room.
Right.
Now what happened? Situation, explain.
Now there's a hope.
No, neutral.
Okay.
Snake is not showing anymore. Snake is,
Yeah.
he's checked.
Okay.
It's not that he is not going to eat the mice,
Right.
but he's not going to do anything.
Right.
No, I don't want to eat mice. I don't want to move. I'm not existing even.
Right. Yeah.
But it's there. So when Vidya comes, Avidya acts like this. It is not the Avidya is gone.
When vidya comes, avidya acts like the snake.
Yes.
With the mongoose.
Yes.
Okay.
Senses are still agitating, but it does not, it's like, okay, how do you say it? Causing some...
But that's kind of different than what the demon would act, the way the demon would act in the presence of the devotee. The demon generally wants to eliminate the devotees of the Brahmins.
Yes.
So
But every time also you will hear, you cannot show me any incarnation almost came without any demon involved. Without avidya, the vidya doesn't manifest either.
Okay.
Suddha Sattva does not manifest unless there is in this world.
Right. So in a way they are...
Yeah, like Nishingadev.
Yeah.
Nishingadev appeared, Prahlad is Suddha Sattva. Suddha Sattva got friction with 3 modes.
Yeah.
So 3 modes friction and Suddha Sattva. Then Bhagavan appeared.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this. That they checked. It's checked.
But still in the marginal area, Vidya is still marginal, still not...
No, Vidya is a function of this world. Vidya is not in marginal. Vidya is in this world. Vidya is also eternal, but manifestation is temporary. Okay, then 24 elements, we all know those. And you write down, ignited by 3 modes. Sattva, Raja, Tama. And then avidya has 2 jobs. Avidya, you wrote down those 5, but avidya has another, avidya has another function, that covering and throwing back. Oh, you go like this. Yeah, there you go, very good. You can be engineer. Yeah. So it's very nice that how when Advaita Acarya, when Sadashiva, Shiva Tattva, the ingredient cause, when you are a parents, you gave so many children birth, and all children became like horrible. Like you feel shame to talk about it or look at them or anybody meet. Then you really do something, how to do, what to do to bring them back to normal human. So when Sadashiva also felt that I gave those bodies, who gave us the bodies? The planet is Sadashiva, the ingredients, cause. Efficient cause, Karandasya Vishnu only glanced and agitated, and then his job is over. But ingredient cause created through Maya this planetary system and bodies and everything, all the species, 8,400,000. Then he felt very regret. Why? Because we should remember this in Bhagavad Gita, even beginning, 2nd chapter, very nicely explained that how creation began, then Veda manifested. Why Veda manifested same time as creation began? Because the soul came for two purposes: to revive their dormant love, also to see the result of misuse of free will. We cannot just take like everything is for Krishna's pleasure in a higher angle, that's true. Also the exploitation, how far can it go, also experiencing. You follow? Like you can go demoniac nature, you can do bad, go to the lowest bottom platform of hell. There is no bottom than that. What you call last pit of, or something like that. Bottom of the bottom hell. For what? Only for one purpose, Prabhupada says.
Just to realize that there is no happiness.
There is no happiness! Let me get out! That's all. Prabhupada said just to convince himself, so Krishna created the hell. So you go there and said, I'm tired of it. Any help, I want to get out. That's all. Then you can start getting up again. Come to human form, go to demigod. So the Veda manifested only for one purpose. You enjoy these material senses and progress further, called Jarananda progress. Then you come to Brahmananda, then you come to Sevananda. Prabhupada explained like this, the three Ananda, the gradual progress. Veda's purpose is this, ultimate, want to understand Krishna. But how? We have inclination for enjoyment. So you enjoy, but engage, utility, and engage this in Krishna Seva. So slowly you progress and go further up, and then you finish. This is how Veda is divided into three Rajasic, Tamasic, like this, and gradual progression, and ultimately becoming Krishna Bhakta. So this is the purpose of the Veda. But the Kali Yuga Jiva did not do this. They rejected Veda. Buddhism comes, then Shankaracharya comes, and he diverted the demoniac nature towards one side. But they did a good things too. They added Brahman, he added Brahman, and he brought back the Veda. Like this whole description is given. But when Sadashiva saw this, he was feeling very distressed. These are my soul, they come from me. I glanced, and they have now completely exploited how to bring them back to some way to turn back towards what the purpose of creation. Design and destiny of this creation must be understood. So, when he could not do it, then he was lamenting. Then he went in the meeting hall where Mahavishnu was lying down and Sadashiva was expressing his feeling. Oh, I'm very sad. I created this universe, but this Alachua people, they don't listen. No, he didn't say Alachua, I'm just adding. Means this world, the universe, they don't listen. So that time, Mahavishnu revealed the golden avatar incarnation coming. And they started chanting. Mother Harinam was very nicely made everybody chant. Maybe we can chant one more time. Say Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. When they were started chanting literally, they felt such a inner nourishment from that word, that name of the Lord, who undiscriminately, literally gives the highest benediction the soul can ever even dream or imagine. They cannot imagine. Then they became so ecstatic. They danced and clapped and rolled on the ground in Mahavishnu's palace. They became so merged into this chanting Gauranga's name. Then they embraced so tight. They started like a completely melting out in this feeling of ecstasy between Mahaprabhu's distribution and Mahaprabhu's inherent quality of Radha Krishna's Jugala Milan, Prem. In that union, a beautiful form came out. What's his name? Sri Advaita Acarya Prabhu ki jai. This is the origin of Advaita Acharya. That's why his name is Sadashiva and Mahavishnu, both together. They both became one in that combination. Their embrace made a new form. Mahavishnu is still there, Sadashiva is still there, but new form came out, name is Advaita Acharya. We should guard our intention also. If we meditate on Mahavishnu, if we meditate on Garbhadakshay Vishnu, Shirodakshay Vishnu, we will not go to spiritual world. Prabhupada says it very clearly in 4th canto. We will not go. Nobody will go. Even though they have origin in Vaikuntha, but we do not have a clue what they do in Vaikuntha. We only know what they do here. What happened when the creation is over?
They go into Mahavishnu, right?
No, yes, but what do we do? Stay asleep? But that's not what we want.
Right.
You want to sleep?
No.
Okay. If you don't want to sleep forever, then don't go. Don't meditate. Prabhupada gave in the purport. Therefore, our process to worship Mahaprabhu in Daisharas, in servitorship, no friendship, no parental, no intimate, only in servitorship, awe and reverence, awe and reverence. And Advaita Acharya is number one example how he exhibited this. If we serve Mahaprabhu in that mood, then guaranteed, Shastra is giving, Kono bhagye kono jive, Shraddha jodi aaye, sabe sei jeev, dasya rase gauranga bhajay, dasya paripakke jabe, jibare hridaye, Srimadhura sude murtiman hoye, se samaye bhajaniya tattva gaura hari, Radha Krishna rupe hoye braje avatari. It's very clearly translated by Bhanu Maharaj. He translated that. I was in Mayapur that time when he was translating. He said, when someone worships Mahaprabhu in awe and reverence, Bhaktivinoda Thakur assuring us, only awe and reverence, you are my Lord, I am your eternal servant. Please engage me in your loving devotional service. Don't think you want to be parental, mother, father, conjugal, nothing. Just servant, servant, servant. Dasyastu, dasyastu, dasyastu. Just stay there. Very perfect and safe position. No need to imagine some other. Then, dasya paripakke jabe jibe hridaya. When this dasya ras, this servitorship become mature, automatically the fruits will produce the fragrance to attract the mind of the sadhak, like a bees. You know bees? Zzz, no time. Whose garden it is, which flower it is, what kind of twigs, leaves it is, no time. Zzz, goes to the flower, take the honey, get out. At that time, when Daisharas to Mahaprabhu become mature, that time Advaita Acharya is exhibiting in his lila, but Siddhanta has to be explained how he did. Then you will suck the honey. At that time Mahaprabhu himself will make the arrangement of good sadhu sangha, take you to Vrindavan. Reveal your own original relationship with divine couples. Then Mahaprabhu will do furthermore. He himself will manifest as Radha Krishna. And then you will attain three things. You will get the loving service, and you will enter into Brajadham, and you will be eternally at the lotus feet of Radha Krishna and never leave. That's our ultimate goal. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we have access. We should take full-fledged. By the mercy of pure Guru, we have access, we must take fully, and then we will see that result. This is so nice. This is so nice. No need to imagine something, I am this, I am that. No need to imagine. More we serve to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of awe and reverence, sooner we will arrive there faster. And it's very peaceful and comfortable. Okay, so Advaita Acharya Prabhu ki jai. And he manifested this merciful nature towards this. Now, in Srila Prabhupada's life, we know that Srila Prabhupada, how much he knows about Advaita Acharya. Well, guess what? He translated the entire Chaitanya Charitamrita. Do you know what it is? Means he knows everything. It's so nice when you translate word to word meaning and give the translation and give the commentary and translate his Guru Maharaj's Anubhashya and Param Guru Bhaktivinoda Thakur's commentary. He did everything, whole thing, Chaitanya Charitamrita, completely aware. And how do we see how much he is attached to this Panchatattva Advaita Acharya? When he came from India, in the trunk, there was one thing, was the Panchatattva photo. He carried all the way. This Panchatattva Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Prabhu, they are there with him. So he carried all the way with him. Also, it's Mother Urmila, not Urmila, Mother Mula Prakriti. Book very nicely explained how in Santipur, one Grihastha used to come and sit in a corner in Advaita Acharya's place, where Advaita Acharya was staying there after he coming back from Vrindavan, and he used to exhibit this, and he used to notice that there is a Grihastha who was sitting in a corner and cry. Why he cries? He didn't know. But he used to cry and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And then for a while he was not there, then he comes back. Then he saw a sannyasi one day crying in the same spot. And then he noticed, he looks like that Grihastha, who was the Grihastha before. So that time he went and nicely discussed. And he asked, who are you and why you are crying? I remember one Grihastha used to come. And then Prabhupada reveals, oh, I got a big task from my Guru Maharaj. Very big task to preach Advaita Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission in the Western country in English language. So I need your blessing. So this Pujari, very nicely, he was feeling such a nice, merciful compassion to the conditioned soul, strictly follower of his Guru. Seeing this quality, he immediately prayed to Advaita Acharya and he gave his blessing in the form of prasadam. And then he said, so where are you going? Oh, I am leaving tomorrow. So he left next day for America, Jaladuta, ship. So like this, and later on, of course, we know that story, that how he saw the magazine BTG and he saw the Prabhupada's photo, and then he came to Mayapur and he reveals this whole story. That's how we came to know. So Advaita Acharya, now we'll go, we have some idea about Advaita. Yeah?
Prabhu had a question, was raising his hand.
Yes, Prabhu.
No, you actually mentioned. It's okay.
Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
You answered already, he says.
Oh, answer? Okay. Thank you. So Advaita Acharya, is he Sadashiva or Kanandasaya Vishnu? Both. Good. he had it's very interesting. He has every personality has a origin in Golok Vrindavan. What is his origin in Golok Vrindavan? In Gaur Ganadhis Deepika he says, he is that Sadashiva. Also, he is a coward boy. Now in Mayapur once I remember, I heard he was also one of the coward boy named Ujjal Saka, but not the Ujjal Saka of this. But it is Gaur Ganadhis Deepika says that he has also a form there. And in his childhood life, we heard that how his appearance takes place and how the world was very charmed by his childhood pastimes. His father, he is the original, in Golok Vrindavan there are demigods, and original demigod, one of the demigod name is treasurer of heaven called Kubera. That Kubera came as his father. Everybody is taking. Before Mahaprabhu came, all the elderly person comes. Advaita Acharya is the elder. So his father was the treasury man of the heaven who came as a Kubera Pandit. And Kubera Pandit is very nice and he is very much affectionate by all the villagers all the time. His wife is also very nice, Navadevi. Some or other, they tried to have a child, but they could not have a child until they were very, very old. So because they did severe austerity to have a child, at the old age, they had a child. And that child was so attractive, such a beautiful, that the moment child was born, everybody felt a relief of within themselves of all anxiety of this world. So he was given name Mangala. Mangala means who brings auspiciousness. Whether you hear about him or you come to see him or you happen to be relative in that village or family, everybody felt this auspiciousness in their lives. So his name is Mangala. But when they came, they were very charmed. Why? Because such a beautiful eyes. They instantly fell in love and started calling, instead of you call a child, oh look at the baby. They didn't call look at the baby. They said look at the Kamalaksha. So he got another name. Kamalaksha means the eye of a lotus petal. The name came by the quality, not by the, like in the material world, sometime mother can give the name of a child lotus eye because the child born blind. Did you get it? The difference? Child is blind, so mother gave the lotus eye because she feels like at least something is soothing this disturbance of blindness. Means the blind and the lotus eye does not match. But with the spiritual Vishnu Tattva, their name is themselves. No difference. When we say Krishna, means all attractive. He is eternally all attractive. You don't have to make him attractive. Nobody need to make Krishna attractive. He is in the center of all attraction. So like this. But it's very interesting that his eyes was such a attractive that they instantly call him Kamalaksha. That's how he got the name. He was very auspicious, and from his childhood he was very drawing attention to everyone. Now later on also he became a very genius. When he was 4 years old he got a Brahman thread, and then he started reciting, no repetition on the scriptures. Once he heard, he remembers everything. Of course you may say, well, he's Vishnu. But that's not the calculation there. You just say another boy. At that time, they also felt that great Acharya who saw them and then gave the name called Veda Panchanan. Veda Panchanan because he was thoroughly understood the philosophy of Veda. And then when he's 12 years old, they moved to Navagram, to Santipur. There was no house in Mayapur. After that, after his parent left, then he went to pilgrims, and first he went to Goa. In the Goa he went for father's funeral. Why Vishnu Datta, they act like this? To show us the example to the Brahmana society. To the Brahmana society that how it is required. So for the sake of the Brahmana, and he was the leader of the Brahmana, so he had to do this. Then what happened? After that, he went to Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, what did he do as special activities? He discovered this Madan Gopal deity and gave it to Chobe Brahmana. The Brahmana family in Mathura named Chobe. Madan Gopal, who became Madan Mohan later by the mercy of Sanatana Goswami's establishing the Sambandha Gyan through Madan Mohan. Then he also heard, like Nityananda Prabhu heard the voice, that this is a time Lord Chaitanya will appear in Navadvip. Then he came, on the way he met Mithila. In the Mithila he met another great personality and his name is? No. Haridas Thakur didn't come at that time. He named Vidyapati, the famous Vidyapati that Lord Chaitanya used to. Advaita Acharya brought Lord Chaitanya and Advaita Acharya also said goodbye to Lord Chaitanya. He did both. He invited Lord Chaitanya to come and deliver, and Srila Prabhupada writes in Antolila at the end of Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a famous verse, Baul ke kahilo log hoilo baul, Baul ke kahiyo hate na bekai chaul. Chaul means Krishna Prem in the form of a rice. It's not a rice, but it's form of a rice. Why rice is involved? Like when you do puja in the house, you make a little pot and then you invite the Lord, you put a mango leaf, 5 leaves, and then you put a coconut and you put a swastik symbol, and then you buy the mantra, Idam Asanam Klingoraya Saha, you invite like this with the mantra, then you do mudra and then you invite with your feelings, then Lord comes and appears, and then you do all the... When Lord comes, there is a 2 way to worship. One is Archan Marga, one is Bhava Marga. Archan Marga means Advaita Acharya did both. I'm jumping to one story where Advaita Acharya was ordered by Ramai, this morning also narrated the story, Sivas Pandit's brother. Ramai went to invite Advaita Acharya from Santipur, and then he got all the ingredients, incense, lamp, the ghee wicks, then the flour, rice, all this. So why did he bring all the ingredients? This is a symptom to welcome. Like somebody very respectful person, one Maharaj or your Guru Maharaj has come in the house. Immediately you smile, you pay obeisances. Nobody is telling you, but this is the etiquette. This Archan Marga means etiquette you show. And then you must have a foot washing pots. Then you smile and give a sweet word. I'm so happy you have come. This is compulsory. These are called formal welcoming. But this is in the category of Archan Marga. Bhava Marga, worshipping also Advaita Acharya did. It's called expressing the feelings. Expressing feeling how? By touching feet, by embracing, by offering something to eat. You cry. These are Bhava Marga. Well, so Advaita Acharya did both. So then Advaita Acharya, why did I come there? Let's go to Vidyapati. No, let's go to Vidyapati. That time when he came to Vidyapati, Advaita Acharya never stopped any place. Why it is very important? Because, that's right, the pot, when Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya sent a note from Santipur with Jagadananda to go to Jagannath Puri and give this sonnet to Mahaprabhu. That was 12 years before Mahaprabhu went outside from the external world. Prabhupada writes in the purport, after that day, from that moment when he got the sonnet, for 12 years, no external visibility. Means whoever is coming, they are like internal, or they are entering into eternal world. So Mahaprabhu at that time fulfilled all his 3 desires, the original he came. So at that time Advaita Acharya says, Baul ke kohilo log hoilo baul. You are a madman means you are embodiment of ecstatic feeling of the last limit of devotion. What is last limit of devotion? Srimati Radharani's love for Lord. Sri Krishna, how much he loves Radharani, he worshipped. Radharani's Krishna's service to Srimati Radhika and Radharani's exchange serving to Krishna all the time. This is called last limit of devotion. No higher devotion than Srimati Radhika's. That was exhibiting and manifesting by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that causes by Namnam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti. Sarva Shakti invested in the holy name. What does that mean, Sarva Shakti invested? Sambit, Sandini, Sambit and Ladini. These are Sarva Shakti. Means must come to a Suddha Sattva. Suddha Sattva connection has to be there, number one. Number two, a must have a relationship and feeling with the Lord. Relationship has to be established. If we don't feel the relationship established with the Lord, that means we are not connected with the Holy Hare Krishna Mahamantra in pure form. Because it says, Namnam Akari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti. Tatra Arpita. Arpita means I invested. Mahaprabhu saying, I invested all my Shakti there. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, Mahaprabhu, you going to be pleased. For your pleasure I am chanting, you want me to chant. I am servant, I am serving. In this attitude, when serving, then the feeling, that relationship must revive. You go Madhulila 7.99.109. You go Madhulila 6.160. Prabhupada repeat this again and again in the purport. That initiation means this. Then he repeats again. We hear Mahaprabhu delivered thousands of people. His associate, he's talking about himself, but he didn't say like that. He says his associate going to the western country, all over the world now, he's saying. I don't know who is going. He was the only one going. Going all over the world and delivering people. What does that means? Means he is giving them this Shambit potency and Ladini potency, pleasure giving potency and cognizant potency. Prabhupada put this very clearly. We must understand that what is that means we are getting from Prabhupada is this. That we have a relationship with the Lord and that relationship has to be what? Externally in the billboard or t-shirt or where? In the heart. In the heart I must feel and it will be itself a witness, dynamic witness to move me going towards pleasing them. That relationship is the key. Otherwise not possible. And Ladini potency means nourishment, fulfillment. Not possible. Somebody is Krishna conscious and still looking for something. Not possible. It's complete nourishment. Inner fulfillment. In that loving service. That service is like a coin. Coin has a one side service. That's all you do. Nothing else. Other side of the same coin is what? Happiness. You cannot say you serving and not being happy. Impossible. That means service is not connected in that relation. Service means inner nourishment must be there. You cannot say one side of the coin is head, I don't see the tail. It's the other side of the same coin. Not possible serving and not becoming happy, not possible. That means Sambandha is not revived. Sambandha is not revived. Even mundane example, we see this mother in a hot summer in India. Prabhupada give that example. I also saw in India, in hot summer, not in America, because you have a air-conditioned room, gas, electric heater, all kinds. But in the village, hot summer, hot, mother is still collecting the woods and cooking in hot summer to feed the baby. It is ecstasy she feels. Mundane happiness. So if they have this, because why? Only one reason, relationship. To her, the blind child, it is not blind. She has so much love. Mundane, such a gross mundane example. So in spiritual world, relationship is everything. Without relationship, our chanting will not give the result. Now you may say, well, if somebody chants and never took initiation, never came to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet, he won't get benefit? Yes, he will get benefit. Holy name is never, fruitless. There are some fruits. Maximum relief of all suffering of this world. That's it. But then you become limbo. Then what? No suffering, but you are still in the material world. You don't have a spiritual body, spiritual relationship. Even though that result comes to the devotee's life automatically, but that's not our goal. Our goal is to be engaged in loving service. Because loving service is one side, other side of the coin, everybody together. Happiness. Jayatma asu prasiddhati. Evam samprasanno. Evam prasanna manaso. Bhagavad Bhakti Jogata also. Evam samprasanna. Jayatma suprasiddhati. Jat Krishna, Krishna prasno, Jayatma suprasiddhati. Because it is in relation to Krishna, you cannot stop feeling ecstasy. Loving service is like this. You cannot touch fire and say, I don't see the heat. Something is wrong with your skin. Maybe you have a plastic. Or even plastic is getting heat. Steel, maybe. Even steel get heat with the fire, no? So if you have a material body and you touch fire, you get burned. So if we loving service, definitely there is an ecstasy. That ecstasy is considered, proper translated, Brahmananda bhavayadesha cheta prartha gunikrita naitam bhakti sukham vade paramanno tulam api. If you compare the material enjoyment, $100. $100 is equal to Brahma's enjoyment, more than Indra. Then Brahmananda is like $1,000. And that $1,000 to the loving service, Prabhupada translate, not even equal if you multiply 1,000 trillion. That's how Prabhupada translated. 1,000 trillion. I tried in the calculator, it didn't work. The calculator doesn't calculate that. It's beyond it. 1,000 trillion time, you multiply 10, 100 times 100 times 100 times 100 times 100 times 100 times 100 times, you've come to 14 times 100, 100, 100, multiply. Whatever it comes, then you multiply 100 comes to Brahmananda. Then you multiply 1,000 trillion times, which calculator cannot do it. Then you will know, Prabhupada said, it's not even equal to a trace of happiness that drawn from the relationship service. In 7th canto, in one purport, Prabhupada put that verse and explained like this. How ecstatic the soul is looking for. Please don't settle, don't compromise. Go for full speed. We have the access in this life. We must grab it. So, now we discuss this because of... Why did we discuss this?
You were saying...
Advaita Acharya.
He said to Mahaprabhu.
Mahaprabhu. So Advaita Acharya told Mahaprabhu, all these people, what you have come to give, they got such an extent that they are not even looking for anymore. You know, like when you eat too much, you don't look for food anymore. So they are so mad in Krishna's love, Krishna consciousness, loving nature, love for Radha Krishna, that they are not looking for. Everybody is drunk to the utmost. So now is your time up, you can leave. So they didn't understand. Swarup Damodar knew. Then when the discussion took place and Mahaprabhu expressed this, everybody was sad. Oh no, Lila is over. But still, Prabhupada says, after that 12 years, Mahaprabhu went to internal world. No more outside world. Because whole world got flooded at that time by Krishna Prem. Then after 400 years, Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, for 400 years there will be a dark age. And after 400 years, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur appears. Guru Parampara was there, but not big. Then Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, then A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, flooding the world again with the canal, big canal. Now you can take out little canal and flood the rest of the field. We must be active preacher to glorify the teachings of our Guru Parampara headed by Prabhupada. We must. Then, whether we do it or not do it, somebody will do it. If you do it, you get the credit. You don't do it, you just missed it. I'm sorry to say. But this is what. That's why Prabhupada pressure to be an active preacher to this movement. We should. Because this is, you know why? It's easy way to draw the attention of the Lord. Where is the proof? I'm giving you. There's a 7 canto Madhulila, 7 dot. You know, you got me. After one, the verse goes like this. I forgot the number. Verse goes like this. I can see, if you have a Vedavase, you can look at it. Kobuna badibe tumai bishoy taranga punarapi eitai pabe mor sangha. Mahaprabhu told, if you keep on preaching, he did not say any other things. Preach what you know and keep on serving. Just distribute. Just preach. You know why? When you really, if somebody put at the spot, Indradumna Prabhu, next 5 hours he's going to talk about Advaita Acharya. How much pressure you feel? Tell me honestly.
Lots of pressure.
Do you feel pressure now? No. But if you really sit down for 5 hours, you're going to talk about Advaita Acharya, you'll think like, what am I going to speak? Maybe head scratching or something. That time mind becomes so absorbed on Advaita Acharya. Anything you heard anywhere, then you pray, Prabhupada, please, my Guru Maharaj, please reveal to me. I don't know their teaching. Oh, this is nice, this is required. Only preaching time, the mind is fully absorbed on the subject matter, on Krishna. Preaching is good. Preaching is the only time the mind is captured by punishment to be absorbed in Krishna, by force. I don't remember anything. I can't believe that. I don't remember anything. And you will really cry. And you do it when people challenge, it's even better. Because that time you cried, please Prabhupada. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur says, then you remember all this quote. Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur says, if you want to present the personal aspect of God to an impersonalist, best thing you can do, bring a pure devotee in front of him and let him sit. Your job will be done. Alright. How the pure devotee going to come? Through me. You become the Ashray. You invite the pure devotee, you invite Prabhupada in your heart. Prabhupada, please use me. Please let me engage. Please engage me at your lotus feet. Please engage. Then you have access. Intensity does cause the soul to come in. Intensity requires. Sometimes pressure, suffering is good. In suffering we look how much really I have faith. Is God supposed to take care of me? He's supposed to protect me, but I don't know. Before poverty, no problem. I am okay. When poverty comes or little struggle comes, then we look how much I have faith. Oh, then it's scary. Then the real fear comes. Before that, no fear. I have a nice food, nice shelter, I pay the bill, no problem. So Krishna created this. Why? For the soul, for the disciple to come close. Why? Because the Guru is waiting behind the bush. See how far you go. Then you really intensely pray, then he comes out. Very good. I wanted to give you, but you are not asking. If you don't ask, if I give you, you won't hold it. It won't be precious. It is required. It is required. That's why Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur says, invite pure devotee when you are in a preaching mood. Invite. That's why we pray. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Jena Tasmai Sri Guru. Advaita Acharya, he knows everything, yet he is challenging every time, isn't it? Look at, he's traveling, then he comes to Mithila and he saw this man is under the tree and he's regretting and he's crying. Advaita Acharya paid. Namaskar, Dandavat, Prabhu, who are you? You asking me who I am? I am the most wretched. Advaita Acharya thought, until I travel all over this India, I never saw a person really talking bad about himself. You know when somebody when I'll talk bad about myself? When? When real humility develops, that I find there is nothing within me. If there is something, it is all His mercy He is manifesting through me. I really have nothing. That time you will cry. So this man is regretting and he's crying. Well, you are crying for the Lord. You must be a great personality. No, I am fool. I am wretched. I have wasted my time. I completely devastated. I don't know what to do. I am just regretting. Oh Lord, punish me. I did not serve you. Advaita Acharya is looking at him. Who is this person? Never speak like this bad about himself. And this is humility. He says, I am his eternal servant, but I did not do anything to please him. I was thinking, I am this, I am that. Advaita Acharya said, this is very great personality. So he respected. Then he found out his name is Vidyapati. Prabhupada quote his verse, Tata lasai katabari bindu samasuta mita ramani samaje. So like this, Advaita Acharya traveled, and then finally he came to, when he came back to Santipur, family pressured, neighbor, they say, you should get married. Come on, you have to settle down. So, there is a great rich Brahman named Nishinga Bhaduru, and he had a beautiful 2 daughters. Everything appears like a happy, he could have married somebody else, right? Yes, no? No! Their relationship is eternal. Come on, don't agree with me. But it appears like this. Why? Because this is what it is. There is one verse in 4th chapter, Adilila. Amito na jane keho na jane gopigan, duha rupe gune duha nitya hare mon. Very sweetly explained. Prabhupada gave in the purport. Then when Krishna desired to come to this world, he does not say. He tells to Jogamaya, okay, when I go there, I don't know who I am. I don't know these gopis. They don't know me either. So then how the matchmaking will take place? We must know. This is Adi Leela chapter 4. Jogamaya covers. So Krishna comes. He feels very bad because he saw most attractive girl, and he's feeling like awkward because he looked at my father, Nanda Maharaj. Who is he? Oh, he's the best in the list of all the good religious people in the whole universe. My father, Nanda Maharaj, so best, perfect. Then he looked at Mother Joshoda. Oh, my mother is the top of the chaste list. List of the chastity. The top of the list. Who am I? I can't believe. I'm so much in love with this girl, and this girl is married. What is this? What is happening to me? And Krishna is feeling like this. This is very bewildering. Jiva Goswami Pad explains like this. Why? Because there is an eternally love between Radha and Krishna. They are inseparable. You cannot separate. But to nourish and intensify, to pull out the feeling, this type of lila has to take place. He does not know who is that girl. So he feels guilty and he is like overwhelmed. So he cannot say to the boys in the beginning. Later on they found, cannot say. He just say, I will be back 1 minute. Then he goes a little far and he's trying to play flute. I want to express. Then he think, oh, those girls went to this way. He goes in the road of the middle. Did she go this way? I wonder where she lives. What am I thinking? He's like overwhelmed. Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mundane people here, they cannot understand this. You have to read Prabhupada's commentary. He said this, that Jogamaya was instructed by the Lord to create like this. Otherwise, the feeling for each other does not arise. When you hear Advaita Acharya sing, he's testing. What is he testing? He is Mahavishnu. He does not know who is Lord Chaitanya. Yes, he knows. But when Ramai came this morning, they were reading. First thing he asked Ramai, hey, which scripture says a little boy in Navadvip is the Supreme Lord? You believe that? Where? Which scripture? Tell me. So Ramai is smiling. You Advaita Acharya, you know everything. Why are you asking me which scripture says a little boy in Navadvip is a supreme person of Godhead? Why is he asking like this? Because it's so much ecstasy. At the same time, for future, he wants to protect opposite Danta. So he's asking Rama, can you show me which scripture says like this, a little boy in Navadvip is Supreme Lord? Tell me why did he send? So he's going in ecstasy. When Rama said, you know everything. Then he's asking, tell me what did he say? Well, he said, go and tell Advaita Acharya that who he worshipped, who he wanted, he meditated, he did such a severe, roaring sound. Why? Because he saw the suffering of the soul so much contaminated. Then he thought, wait a minute, these souls, where they come from? From me. I gave them this body as a human being. Now they forgot. They have no trace of bhakti. What is the value of this? Okay, then he found this in the scrutinizing scripture, in the Gautamiya Tantra, he found this verse. And then he came to this conclusion, that easy way, the verse goes, Tulasi dala matrena jalasya chulukena va vikrinate sa atmanam bhaktir bhakti jana priya. If somebody offer Ganges water and tulasi leaf to serve the Lord, to please the Lord, then Lord becomes indebted to that person. And he even sell himself to that devotee. So he said, oh, this is very cheap and easy way to do it. But then intensity is not coming to make sure that he is going to come. So he is offering. Sometimes he offered. There is an incident took place before that. He came to actually Navadvip. This was taking Santipur and Navadvip. At that time, this is before Mahaprabhu appeared. He saw Mother Sochi got pregnant. First time pregnant, second time pregnant. Every time he saw, he is worshipping and he is paying obeisances. So Mother Sochi didn't understand why such a biggest scholar in the whole village, village area, paying me obeisances. Then she had a miscarriage. Then she is thinking, what is the cause of my miscarriage? One of the doubt came, that obeisances of Advaita Acharya. Next time she got pregnant, same thing. She saw one day she went to take bath in the Ganges. Advaita Acharya from far, she saw effulgence coming out, divine personality. She paid obeisances. Sita Thakurani also, Mother Sochi also paid obeisances. But she didn't understand why such a big scholar pay obeisances to me. It doesn't make any sense. Because he knows the Supreme Lord will come through her. So they didn't talk much. But one time he is worshipping, and he's so overwhelmed. This time, this is the time, he's coming. Then he's offering more, and out of ecstasy, you like feeding, like Murari Gupta feeding. No, you eat more, eat more. Then his wife said, Prabhu, enough. He will get constipation if you feed ghee, rice too much. As a result, Lord Chaitanya knocked the door in the morning. Murari, you fed too much, I got constipation, give me some medicine. This is all true. This appears like a mundane. No, it's really transcendental. So out of ecstasy, he is offering so much flower and fragrance. Then in the water, in the Ganges water, it's flowing. Other side, Mother Sochi was taking bath. What do you call it? Bath in the river, Ganges. So then all the flower and touching her, she's thinking, what is this? I'm so happy it's came. Then she traced out, Advaita Acharya. And when he saw, he paid obeisances. And now she is like, enough is enough. I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 children. Only 9, some or other, he didn't pay obeisances. This was the lucky. The 10th one, I'm so ecstasy, but he paid obeisances now. So she could not control. She said, why are you doing this to me? Every time you pay obeisances, I lose child. Only one time you didn't pay obeisances and Vishwarup alive. Now you paid obeisances. My child will be coming very soon. So Advaita Acharya respected. Mother, you are divine mother. I promise you this time, even though I paid obeisances, But anything is not Vishnu Tattva, I pay obeisances, it miscarriage. But whatever is not it Vishnu Tattva, it comes out. But Sochirani is understanding according to her relationship with the child. Whether she got it, we don't know, no explanation. But this time I guarantee the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna from Golok Vrindavan, like Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, going to be your child, Hari. So she heard, she felt some satisfaction, okay, a divine personality coming as a child. So this time, she didn't meant so much. But this relationship is little very touchy. It's touchy, her relationship with Advaita Acharya. Because Advaita Acharya, really, him and Srinivas is the top of the whole Brahmana culture. The whole Brahmana culture is against bhakti. They are into karma, gyan, kutarka. Kutarka means logician, argumental. But at one point we noticed that when Advaita Acharya did not disturb anybody and he could not convert, saw their situation, he just waiting, Lord to appear. But you remember when beginning, when Lord Chaitanya appeared, no mans are allowed, only ladies are allowed. But when mans are allowed, first personality came, all these thousands of Brahmanas neighbor. But headed by who? Advaita Acharya, with his wife, with all the gold, jewelry, clothes and ornaments. And Prabhupada gave a very nice, how those days etiquette, in Chaitanya with the etiquette, so nicely everybody is bringing the auspicious sound and offering. Can you imagine, you are a little baby. Why I bring this? Because we have to really release this. Can you imagine you are a little baby and millions of people throwing paddy and grass on top of you? How ecstasy is that? Not ecstasy. Good. This is called mundane. But actually those durba grass, I don't know in English, it's called durba grass. Durba grass and the grains, they are not the material product. They are the feeling of parental love took place, immediately took birth in those areas where they pluck. Yogamaya creates like this. So they pluck those grass and paddy, the Lakshmi Devi herself, parental mood, everybody appears in the form of those. So it is not a disturbing to Nimai. It is rather nourishing. He is very happy to see that feeling coming from the devotee to the Lord and Lord to the devotee. It's very loving exchange. This is how the spiritual things manifest in the Navadvip and Vrindavan. So when Lord Chaitanya, Nimai came out first, so they all say, Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, you go first. And guess what he does? Big dandavat. And then he come, try to touch, and Nimai also, little cute baby, he's just recently born, he just stick out his feet to his forehead. And all the Brahmanas says, something is not right, something is not right. Why you are the leader, why are you doing such thing? You saw we have come here to bless him, but you are touching his feet, you paying dandavat, what's going on, who is this boy? You must explain. So in this little, what do you call noise? Commotion, thank you. When commotion took place, Mother Swachi, yes, Prabhuji, she already has a fear from previous, you remember? You don't forget when you lose your child by the dandavat of someone. You are the head of the Brahma. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to my child? You're supposed to give blessing. Why are you touching his feet? Advaita Acharya is completely in trance. He has no idea what's going on. So this is how then all the Brahmana, some of the Yogamaya created, so they came and gave the blessing. But Advaita Acharya, this rival is beginning. Why Advaita Acharya left Mayapur to Santipur? Because of this. He saw that every opportunity, this morning they discussed how many times touching. One goes faint, Mahaprabhu goes faint, and then Advaita Acharya touching his feet and rubbing all over his body. And then when Mahaprabhu comes out, he feels very disturbed. Something is not right. Somebody told, okay, Advaita Acharya confessed that he is the thief. Then Advaita Acharya got ecstasy chanting and then he faint. Then Lord Chaitanya got his. What is this? What is this? The dust. What are the dust? Everybody together. This Oi nanda tanuja kinkaram patitam ma vishame bhavambudo kripaya tava pada pankaja stita dhuli sadrisham vichintaya. Mahaprabhu quote that we should become, pray for what? Dust. And Prabhupada translate like an atom at the lotus feet of the Lord. Dust. Who wants to become dust? Raise your hand. Okay, if you ask the Karmi, they don't want. Because they step on dust. But in Golok Vrindavan, dust, everybody together. This dust is pre-deposited with full-fledged feeling and relationship for the beloved from the lover. More than that, it is a condensed form of pleasure potency. When you touch the dust of Lord Chaitanya touching Advaita Acarya, he is feeling such ecstasy he never experienced. Who doesn't want it? Even in mundane world, why people like sex? Because there is some pleasure Prabhupada gives in second canto, which is opposite to the material creation. So they go for this because material creation, everything is dying. Sex is supposed to be for birth. You follow? So that's the only attraction they have, little bit. So they fall for it. But it is temporary and it causes pain later. Because impression remain in you. It is the dangerous, the impression. So anything, ice cream, same thing, impression. But spiritual, they also feel the same. You just multiply trillion times of your sex desire, happiness, and then you will understand what is the happiness they get from this dust. Who doesn't want it? You will go crazy to get the dust. Because the ecstasy. So they fight for each other. I want to get his dust. He said, no, I'm going to get you dust. So, Mahaprabhu, Advaita Acharya worshipping Mahaprabhu with the Ganga Jal. Mahaprabhu appeared. He said, let me worship now. No, it's too late. I already worshipped you. You can't worship me now. I already worshipped you. You are my object. Mahaprabhu thinking, oh, this is not good. Why he is angry? He's not angry. It's the ecstasy feeling that he wants to feel what he saw. Why? Beauty is in the eye of beholder. Who is tasting it? One who is tasting. Only he knows what is the taste. And if you touch his feet, the dust comes and you get that feeling, seeing the beauty. That's why Krishna wanted to become what? Calf. So that he can eat the grass with the dust of Vrindavan. Why? All the gopis are walking whole day night. So he can feel the gopis feeling. He tries so hard, can't get enough. That's why he had to come full-fledged as Mahaprabhu. So Radharani, he's in Vrindavan, he's trying as a calf. He's trying to get the dust wherever the gopis are. But through the form of a calf in Brahma Vimohan Lila. But it's not enough because he's trying whole day night. But whole day night calf cannot go, only daytime. But as Mahaprabhu, 24 hours a day in Gambhira he drank. He drank and he drank and he drank. Unlimitedly. This is Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya's relationship. So much. We have time, right? Not so much. But Advaita Acharya's few teachings we must know. I'm sorry, I didn't even touch. Those teachings are very important. One is the establishment of eternal religion. Eternal religion, that our eternal function, that pleasing Lord, how and no discrimination he manifested through Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur, born in a Muslim family. You may not understand because in America, you really don't have this problem. Even I grow up, my mother gave a warning. And I'm not trying to, I respect her, I love her really. But something she taught me, I sometimes reflect. She said, never go to Muslim house and ever drink or anything touch. Never go inside their house. Because they eat abominable things, beef. So those are like a smart, Hindu idea. Very, very big. This is not, I'm serious, this is very big. You may understand something if I say, well, guess what? You have a beautiful daughter and neighbor is rapist. Then you may understand something. Oh, I don't like this rapist to become familiar to my children. Because he is a child molester, whatever you call. So if you know, then you will have some idea how you don't want to associate. So some kind of hypnotism is given from the Shastra to them, from the Smriti Shastra, from the Manu Samhita and all this, for the morality, that you don't associate with the people who are eating beef and all these things. Okay. But Mahaprabhu's love has no discrimination. Advaita Acharya proved, but it was so hard. So hard. When this, he says, Agra Puja, the first worshipping of my two occasions. One was, I'm going to narrate one occasion, the ceremony, Shraddha ceremony of his father. He says, we must choose one personality, head of this community, who accept the prasadam first, and we take the remnants. Advaita Acharya declared boldly in front of all these thousands of Brahmana, I choose, since you all respect, he declared that, as me as a leader, Haridas Thakur. Immediately 50% Brahman was shocked like a heart attack. Haridas Thakur? He's a Muslim. How can he be? This is, you may say, what's the big deal? They don't get it? No, it's very difficult. It's like a hypnotism in them. It's very difficult. Somebody born as a Muslim, it's not possible I can touch his feet and drink. And taking his remnants, his saliva, what are you talking? So but Haridas Thakur, then they did not agree. Then he was roaring. He's not only roaring before, he was roaring there. Now you all are very proud of your Brahman qualification. I want to see this Homa Jagna without lighter or anything. I want you to create the fire. So they did try. Long, hard try. Chanting this mantra, Sahasra Shisha Purusha Sahasraksha Sahasra Pasa Vishwat Astatishta Dasangulam. They're going on and all this mantra. Nothing happened. Then Advaita Acharya says, can you give a little chance to him and see if he has the Brahmanical qualification, maybe more than you? So then all the Brahmanas said, all right, why not? Haridas Thakur comes, what does he do? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Beautiful fire started in the Jagna. All the Brahmana is like a shot. So immediately some Brahmana convinced that yes, this Haridas Thakur is Supreme Brahman connection. He is a Supreme Brahman. But not everybody to take it. That's why it was. And their descendants still there. Very heavy, very hard. Haridas Thakur, Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur did not want. Advaita Acharya then made everybody to take the remnants of that great Vaishnava. They liked it or not liked it, they got Krishna present. Because of the Mahabhagavat's little remnants touch his mouth. This is so powerful, it will act whether you like it or you don't like it. I don't care, I don't believe, I touch fire, I will get burned. Whether I know it or I don't know it. Similarly, through Haridas Thakur he established so powerful. And many other instances also he established. You must read Kamalakanta Vishwas, a famous story, that when you think of God, how to approach God, how to describe God in proper manner, according to Siddhanta. No mixing what I think maybe God should be like, not like this. Absolute truth should be explained in properly. Absolute truth, that which is absolute reality, real existence, that absolute truth, it has a personality. That absolute truth has a personality who is center of all attraction, is the condensed form of bliss. This explanation Advaita Acharya manifested to Haridas Thakur. In Fulia Gram, there is a nice pastime took place. Then Advaita Acharya also manifested many other instances. For an example, there's so many pastimes. I don't know, because we have 2 minutes, maybe one pastimes. Mother Sachi, Achyutananda, Krishna Mishra, Gopal Mishra, the 3 good sons and 3 bad sons. 3 good sons, Mother Sachi. After Mahaprabhu came back from Gaya, first meeting, like a GB's meeting, very intimate meeting they had. Who are in the meeting? 3 God. Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda and Advaita. And Jogamaya, Sita Thakurani, poking her ear through the door. Singing, okay, you have brought me here. What do you want? We have to do this. So there has to be some plan. So when Prabhupada has organization, it is required. It is origin in Mahaprabhu. He organized, he established this. Why? Because right before that they had a big Besa Puja in Srivas Thakur's house. First Besa Puja. And after this, Sita Thakurani says, Prabhu, then Mahaprabhu said, oh, you are hearing. He said, can I help you in the Sankirtan movement? He said, yes, you can do. What can you do? He said, invite everybody and do big kirtan on your courtyard. And then when they chant and dance, and then she immediately, that evening, she brought thousands and thousands of people from Santipur, and they chanted and dances. Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan began there. Then Mahaprabhu came to Srivas, Angan, and there's 1 year every day. But that was secluded. Not everybody could go. But through Sita Thakurani, Advaita Acharya's wife, she is so merciful, believe or not. Any personality she found, even her own, Ishan Thakur, the servant of Mahaprabhu in a family house, he was an old man. So he came to Sita Thakurani, Advaita Acharya left. So what should I do? Guru Mata, this is her Guru Mata. Get married and produce children because I don't see any preacher. He said, get married, I'm old, 90 plus. He said, I'm not talking to you, you follow me. He got married. He had a children too. One child, I give you, Sita Thakurani's power, Advaita Acharya's Shakti power. He sang one place and he cried for the Lord. And in that song, millions of people joined. All got delivered instantly in that one time. How much power this Sita Thakurani preached since that day, because Mahaprabhu revealed how to establish Sankirtan. We must spread this. This is so powerful. You will be surprised. If you keep on doing this, within you, very soon something will come that you will not find any more looking outside. This inside feeling will be the guide to take us where we are going. Itself will make evidence that we are completely happy. You don't have to look for any more outside world to make you happy. Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpatarvesya kripa sindhavaivacha. Patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Srila Advaita Acharya Prabhu ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol. Thank you.